All right, everyone. Welcome back. So we'll pick up where we left off from last time. So that will be slide 21, actually 22. No, yeah, it's 21.
I can't hear you properly.
All right, let me reset my audio real quick. Mute. All right, can you hear me better, or is there still a slight problem?
I can hear you better now.
All right. So today we are doing divide. Today we're continuing off where we left off. So dividing by 3 and 4, same thing. Here I already have it as 9 divided by 3 is 3, 12 divided by 3 is 4, 30 divided by 3 is 10, 16 divided by 4 is 4, 60 divided by 4 is 15. We just put into equal groups. So what is this thing? Another way to think of it is like 60 is equal to 40 times 20. 40 divided by 4 is not hard, and neither is 20 divided by 4. 40 divided by 4 will be 10. And 20 divided by 4 will be 5. So 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. So the answer would be 15 there. All right, let's move on to some practice problems. So, for example, you could memorize that 120 is the same as 12 times 10. And you know that 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. You multiply that answer by 10, which you get 30. So the answer to your first question would be 30. Because if you don't understand why that is, that's because 120 divided by 4, 120 is equal to 12 times 10. And then you just divide by 4. You could just drop the brackets because it doesn't matter. And then you get 3 times 10 is equal to 30. So the answer would be 30. So that's how it works. So answer to the first question would be 30. So does anyone know how to do question 2? Here's a hint to you. 640 is equal to 64 times 10. So 64 can also be broken into, well, let's say 16 times 4. So you have 16 times 4 times 10 divided by 4 as your final equation. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 16, so 16 times 10. As we learned last unit, anything multiplied by 10, you can just add a 0 to the either first or second number, depending on what 10 is. So the answer would be 160. So 640 divided by, well, 4 is equal to 160. If you don't understand how to do these problems, you could break them up into simpler ways. Or if you knew that, or you could have just memorized that 64 divided by 4 is 16, and then there's a 0 at the end. So it has to be 160, so the answer will be 160. So you can memorize it doing that way. Here, let me do that. So, does anyone know how to do question 4?
21.
Correct. That would be 21. Another way to see this is either take it into four groups. 21 plus 21 plus 21 plus 21 is equal to 84. That's one way to check your work. Hold up. Okay, there. I fixed it. And then another way to check your work would be, well, split it up. 84 is the same as, well, 21 times 4, but then you know that, it's the same as, let's say, what's the easy way to break this up? There is no easy way to break this up. Actually, you could break it up into 48 times, no, not 48, I'm sorry, 47 times 2, no, it's not 47, I'm sorry, 42 times 2. And if you knew dividing by 4, the 2 can cancels it out, the 4 to another 2, and then 42 divided by 2 is just 21. Oops, there you go, it's just 21. Right, so does anyone know how to do question 9?
41.
Correct. It would be 41. You could have thought of it as 120 plus 3. 120 divided by 3 is equal to 40. And 3 divided by 3 is equal to, well, 1. So this works by, well, distributive property. So if you don't see how, another way to show how this works is, let's take some number. So does someone want to give me some random number? Just, it doesn't matter how big it is. Actually, wait, keep it within 5 digits. I'll give it myself. Say that's the number. Let's check if it's divisible. That is not divisible. Let me change this number to 9. Now it is divisible. So obviously this looks incredibly big. So I could split it into 42,000 plus 1,596. That still looks big. I can split that now into this, which looks easier to solve. Then I can split that into this, which is now very easy to solve. This is still 43,596 divided by 3. So the answer would end up being, and as I said before in the previous examples, this is how you could do it. So 42, well, you might not know how 42,000 divided by 3 is. So you could split that into 30,000 plus 12,000. So the answer here would be 10,000 plus 4,000 plus 500 plus 30 plus 2, which is 14,532. One trick to know if a number is divisible by 3 is to take some random number like this and add every single digit. 9 plus 8 would be 17, plus 7 is 24, plus 1 is 25, plus 5 is 30, plus 6 is 36, plus 4 would be 40, plus 8 would be 48, plus 9 would be 57, plus 4 would be 61, plus 1 would be 62, plus 6 would be 62, plus 6 is 68, and then plus 5 would be 73. And we know that 73 is not divisible by 3, so this number would not be divisible. If you don't believe me, let's plug this into a calculator. 987-1564-89-4165 divided by 3. Here we go. Here, wait. Here we go. Let's now plug in this number, 987-1564-89-4165. Calculate. And here we go. Let me share this. And here, as I said, let's zoom this in. Here. As I said, this huge number is not divisible by 3 because that this property of where you can add all the digits up, and if it's divisible by 3, and it's divisible by 3. If not, then it's not divisible by 3. So, however, in my examples, they're all divisible. Just some random thought or property to help you learn later. So, before we move on to the next divisibilities, does anyone know what 315 divided by 3 is?
$105.
Correcto. It is indeed 105. Now, let's move on to the next page. Here are the answers. As you see, every answer you answer so far, they are correct. Now, 6 and 7, as I explained, same rules. You can divide by into 6 or 7 equal groups, or you can simplify the numbers so it's easier to divide. For example, 12 divided by 6. Well, it's just 6 plus 6, so the answer is 2. And these are the answers to all these questions. All right, so let's try some problem ones. Let me mark out the ones. So you should be this one. Leave my boxes. Here we go. This one. Let's say this one. And this one. So, does anyone know the answer to question? Question number. Well, question number 2. The answer to question 2 would be 420 divided by 7. You could break this up into 420, 420 equal to 42 divided by 7, which just as we know, we could drop the parentheses there. So it's equal to 6 times 10. So that will be equal to 60. Now, does anyone know what question the answer to question 4 is?
Seven.
Correct. What about question 7? Well, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7. Do you know what the answer to question 7 is?
$111.
Correct. Now, what about question 9 before we move on?
$52.
Not quite. Remember, 52 divided by 12, well, 52 divided by, no, 50 times 6 is 22, 300. So, however, this number is 312. So, the answer can not possibly be, well, 50. As you know, 300 divided by, no, wait, no, you're correct. It is 52. I'm sorry. Uh, sorry, my math was wrong. Yeah, you're right. It's 52. I'm sorry. I was not doing math properly in my head. I apologize for that. So, you're right. I'm sorry. You the teacher. So, next one. 8 and 9 is the same concept. So, 16 divided by 8 is 2. 4 divided by 3 and stuff is that. So, let's try some problems. Let's mark up the ones that you, an easy and a hard one. This is a decently hard one. This one's an easy one. This one is an easy one. And this one is okay. So, does anyone know the answer to question 3?
$3.
Correct. What about question 4? Question 5.
$10.
Correct. What about question 7? You guys try to look this up. Do you know the answer to question 7?
$106.
Correct. Now, what about question 10?
Four.
Correct. All right. Yeah. Let me clear the screen. So, let's try something harder. PEMDAS. So, whoops. PEMDAS is parentheses. Basically, it's the order of operations you can work. It's parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, and well, addition and subtraction. So, whenever you solve problems, you want to work in that order. For example, if you had like, well, let's say 3 times 2, your answer would be 3 times 2 plus 6. You would do 3 times 2 first, and then add 6. So, what would the answer be for question 1? Remember, PEMDAS.
33.
Let's see, it's 9 plus 24. No, the answer would not be 83. Remember, PEMDAS, the first one is parentheses.
I didn't say 83.
Oh, what did you say?
I said 33.
Let's see, 9 plus 24. Correct. You're actually correct. What about the next question? What would question 2 be?
$22.
Let's see, it's 9. Actually, it's 15 plus 2. The answer is not 22, in fact.
10?
No, it's not 10 in fact. Remember PEMDAS here. Here's PEMDAS. So no matter what you do, if you see equation, first you must do parentheses, and then exponents, and then either multiplication or division, and addition and subtraction. This goes left to right. So what would question 2 be? So in this case, you have to do 15 times. Wait, you're correct. Did you say 30? I'm sorry, I did not read. I thought that was. Did you say 30 as an answer? I thought you said. I did not read correctly. I thought that was a plus sign. Did you say 30 as an answer though? If you said 30, I apologize. I was actually not reading the correct question properly, and the answer is 30. I didn't read the question. I feel bad. So I'm going to mark this so I can read. So yes, this one is 30. I'm sorry, I misread this. So what about this one? You write down my answer beforehand and check my work to make sure I'm not wrong. All right, so I have my answer done. I'm checking my work. Okay, so what would question 3 be? Sorry, I keep messing up my answers. But you were correct with the first two. I'm sorry, I was not reading the PEMDAS correctly.
Seven.
Correct. That one is indeed 7. Now what about question 4?
$21.
Correct. Now what about the last one?
$12.
Correct. I think that's it for this lesson. Let me check. Let's see. Yes. So let me clear my drawings real quick. Clear drawing. Escape this. Here, what is this? So are you guys take a 5 minute break? Okay. Well, I built my next presentation. Okay. So let me stop sharing for now and then give my next presentation. All right, everyone. Nope. So that was 5 minutes. So let's go on to the next chapter, and I'll soon let you guys leave. So let's start with equal parts of a whole. So a whole is the entire part of a group, say entire pie. So equal parts are just parts that are the same size and stuff. So for example, 2 halves is one whole, 3/3 is one whole, 4/4, and so on. They're all equal to the same, but nonetheless, they well equal one. So I have a question for you. Does the first one look equal? Because you obviously can't tell if it really is equal or not, because that's too hard.
It looks equal.
Correct. So, so what about the second one? Is the second one equal?
No.
Correct. What about the third one? What about the third one? Is the third one equal?
Yes.
Correct. Now, so how many equal parts? What are they? So, how many equal parts does the first one have?
2.
Correct. What about the second one?
2.
Correct. What about the third one? This one you might need to count a bit.
But at the top is not equal.
So, this might be blocking it. Let me move that. So the answer would be 20. There's 20 parts in it. So let's go on. So equal shares. There's many ways to show something. Let's see this. For example, 8 people divide 2 cakes. What are 2 ways this can divide evenly? How much does one person get? So you could either divide it into eighths because there's 8 people and everyone gets 2 slices, or you can divide the total amount of cake into 8 slices, or everyone gets a fourth of a cake. Both of them are equal, so it doesn't matter. So, do you see how these two are equal even though 2 different amounts? 2/8 is equal to 1/4. Got it? So, now I have one question to you. Can you name one equivalent fraction? For example, 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Both of those are equal. For example, 2/4 is equal to just 1/2 of here. So, can any of you guys give me another equivalent fraction?
I I can't hear you because I'm in a different place.
Ah, so, all right. So I'll write this in chat. So does anyone know what? Can someone give? Does anyone know an example of equivalent fraction? If you don't know, that's fine.
Three six.
Yeah.
4/8.
4/8 and 3/6. Correct. Those are equivalent fractions. So if 10 people eat 5 energy bars, then how much of an energy bar does one person eat? After this question, class can end. I'm letting you guys off a little bit early because this lesson was hard.
.5.
Correct. What's 0.5 equal to in fraction form? Well, in simplest form, it would be 1/2, but then you could answer as 5/5 and stuff. As you see, you can split them into 10 equal parts. All right. So I'm gonna end class a little bit early today. Good job, everyone. So, do any of you guys have any questions?
I'm fine.
So, if none of you guys have questions, you can leave the meet right now, or you can stay if you want and ask questions.
Thank you.
No problem. So, now I shall wait. Okay, then